Yeah, we the dolls you've been warned about. Step back when the queens roll out.
Beans in the booth, I'm serving heat. Stir the scene with every tweet. Sharp wit, slick fit, I don't miss. Drama magnet, seal it with a kiss. We the low up, tap dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Pop star here, strut like a star. Bark with grace, I raise the bar. Chains clink, glowless, smooth drive. I don't just trend, I thrive. Clicks and likes, yeah, we play the game. Digital divas, carving our name. No scripts, just flips. We reinvent every bar, every beat, heaven sent. We the lockout dolls, vibe so raw. Speak our mind, drop jaws, break law. Beans and pop star, running the yard. No filters, no fear, just playing hard. Lockout dolls, ruling the feed. Two names, one creed, we lead. Lockout dolls, best believe. When we drop, the net don't breathe.
Hello everybody, welcome to Locale Dolls. I am your host, Zayzooted for now. It's gonna be an interesting episode today, you guys. So, last night, as you all know, Sweetie was given the opportunity to be here today to run OBS, and we went through her learning OBS, and upon research found out her computer cannot run OBS at all. So, we are in the situation of either there was going to be no dolls stream today, or I could run the stream and pass the keys over to Sweetie and just have the stream up and running for her. So that's exactly what I'm here to do for you guys today. Helped her come up with a little bit of a plan, and she's decided she's going to air out her grievances. And she brought some friends to do the same thing with her. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bring everybody in, and I'm going to let you see this episode. Hello everybody, how we doing?
Hey girl, are you tired?
A little.
I feel bad. You're gonna have to do your show right after this, right?
Yeah, but I have a plan. So, I was saying in the intro, what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna pass you guys the keys. So, I'm gonna turn my camera and my mic off, and I'm gonna leave you guys to do the show like we planned it. And if you need me at any point, you can call me. I'll be sitting here watching.
Okay, that's a good idea. I think we can do it from here.
You guys think you got this?
Yeah.
All right, I trust
right,
you
Eric
guys.
and Ultra. You guys ready to party?
I'm regretting every life choices that brought.
Well, you're not even gonna have to do the makeup part, Eric. So what are you upset about?
Oh, good.
So you're doing a makeover. So that's
I was going to, but I can't do it now because Eric doesn't have any makeup. So I just put some on.
Sorry, makeup isn't part of my priority
either, Sweetie.
All right, well,
some people.
we're gonna have to do something else then.
Okay.
What have you been up to, Ultra? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I've been chilling. I've been working. You know, the whole thing with Nightmare happened. You know, he take me off the show, then he wanted me back on the show. We worked it out, and I mean, I don't know what's happening now with the fucking extensions to work here because what's it called? Zay just told me that apparently it's not a free for all today. Me, Nightmare, and Josh are under the impression that we can go live.
I barely heard you, but you said you can go live.
How about now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect.
So you say that you were going to go live today, but you can't?
Yeah.
Apparently, what Ultra has said before the show started is that he thought that Nightmare Eric told him and Josh that they were gonna go live at 3 because Nightmare thought that today is a free for all, and which Friday is a normal schedule. well, the only show that is not going to go live is Local Live. So
Oh, okay. Okay. The reason the title is Sweet Tea takes over OBS, Eric gets a makeover. I told them I didn't. They didn't even ask me what that title is. They asked me what I wanted the title to be, and I wanted the title to be 4th of July. The wild doll gets wild. And then they put this stupid one. It is clickbait because it isn't going to be that. It's not going to be me running OBS, and it's not going to be Eric's makeover. So I don't know what they were trying to do there. But
I'm sorry.
How about $20 donations? You can pick which one of us has to. We have to roast a host of your choice.
oh, that's a
You can
really
make
good idea.
You can make us roasty. You can make us roast ourselves. You can be
Yes,
like
yeah.
I'm a very
roast
good
ultra.
roaster.
Or
Roast
I'm a very
Eric.
good roaster.
or make me roast somebody, and they'll clip it, and then probably get mad at me about it.
Yeah, we can do
As
like
long as it's not any
$20
wild
donos.
allegations, you
$20
know.
donations. We can do the fucking roasting.
With how many wild allegations have been put out against me lately, I think that everybody has, become hypocrites at this point. But I was thinking that if anybody wants to see me drink, I'm willing to drink on the 4th of July. I got a Corona. If anybody wants to see me drink that, I'd do like a $20 donation. I got like little limes to put in it and everything. Or if you want me to do a shot of this that I drunk on Queens that knocked my ass out, I'll do that for probably a 22, so that we can get turned up.
Okay.
Do you
I was
guys wanna
thinking if
do?
I want to go ahead.
Do you guys want to do a fit check real fast since it is the 4th of July?
My fit's
Man,
ass.
I'm wearing
It's
red
just a shirt
and
I was
white.
already. It was a shirt that I already had a couple of days ago on.
Spider-Man is pretty American, though. I think Eric
I just
nailed
got
it.
some pants on, or some short pants on, I guess.
I got
don't
like
know.
a little cute little sundress.
Nice. You look good today, sweet tea.
Thank you.
What
I
are
was
they gonna-
thinking, since we weren't be able to do our makeup today, I thought I'd like put on like the heaviest makeup ever, just a
I'm
little
gonna
silly for today.
I'm gonna take Beans' role today, and I'm gonna read Mr. Boom Boom Pow's. You can read like the regular donations. I'm gonna read the Baldur's Gate 3 ones.
So
Okay.
you're gonna
Is that
read
cool?
Mr. Boom Boom Pow's his stuff.
Yeah. As I walk, okay, Mr. Boom Boom Pow, member for 1 month, Pay Pig, says, as I walk through the dark halls of the manor, it smells of sweat and tears. Picture of C. Diddy all over the halls. How will I escape? I mumble to myself as the halls of Tech Talk Manor extend for an unknown length. As I reach a new corner, music blasts.
Damn, you're a pretty good storyteller. That sounded pretty epic.
Yeah.
Well, that was Mr. Boom Boom Pals. I just try to bring it to life. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty good, honestly. Ultra's Neck Fat with $2 says, as the most handsome and rich man in the server, hi. And Megan Rowland with $2 says, honey, you are own hypocrite. You are own hypocrite. Take the criticism. Thank you, Megan Rowland, for
I think
the
it's supposed
advice.
to pronounce as Megan, but
Megan. Who
Bro.
spells Megan that way?
I know one YouTube channel has it pronounced that way, but oh,
If we get one $100 donation, we're gonna force Eric to start working on the Lego video live. Show us what he's been doing.
Dude, that would be epic.
We're gonna see his Lego set. We're gonna see what the fuck this guy's been doing for the last couple months.
Eric, I've been wanting to ask you questions about like your Lego hobby and all that. Like, how'd you get into that?
Really around the early 2000s, and it's like when I was like 5 maybe.
Really?
Yeah, kind of like it was right when Bionicle was like getting really popular. Back in
I remember that. Yeah.
And I haven't gotten like any of the Bionicle sets as a kid, but I have collected a lot of Lego SpongeBob sets that they used to have back in the day.
Wow. I
I
didn't
used to
even know
buy
they
a
made
Lego
SpongeBob
set.
ones.
I used to buy those Lego sets just for the figurines.
Yeah,
And
I
You
remember
said
my
you
fir-
my mom got me like a huge thing of Legos, just like random Legos at a yard sale one time, and that like was all I needed for my whole childhood because there's like so many pieces in there.
yeah, my first Bionicle set wasn't until 2009 when the Glatorian sets were coming out. I got like one of the little guys from the Glatorian
listen,
set.
Eric, no one gives two shits about the old Lego sets. We're wondering about the one you owe Keem and the universe.
Don't be harassing my co-host.
Wow, you already call him a co-host, but I've been called a special guest since I joined the test.
Well, I asked Eric to be here personally.
Yeah, and I'm regretting every life choices that brought me here. I'm having uncanny Mr.
Nah,
Incredible.
Eric, just let
Okay,
me
Eric.
know, bro.
What would you
I just
like
want
to do?
you don't have any more Lego set like pieces to show off? Like you have nothing?
I
That-
know what
that-
I'd like
No.
you guys to do. I know what I'd like you guys to do. Remember how you said you're gonna air out these grievances? Where the fuck is that? Why are we talking about Legos? Air out some grievances. Thank you.
The
All right.
grievances. Okay, you guys go first, cause
All right,
Alright.
I'll go first, and then Eric, and then I'll try. All right, so I feel like I kind of got screwed today because I told Beans and the docket team that Zay was teaching me OBS, and I even told them like I wasn't nowhere near finished with it, that I'd only gotten like the assets and and the pictures done and all that. And they say, "Oh, you need to do a stream on the forest," and I was like, "Okay, I'll do a stream." And they never told me that I was going to be the one running OBS. I didn't know that until last night. So I don't know if I'm being set up to fail or what. And especially where they put Sweet Tea Takes Over OBS on the title. They shouldn't assume that I had known OBS within like
well, I remember
literally
that
4 days.
a couple of days ago you were talking about how Rastov said he was gonna fucking fire everyone that doesn't work with you on the fucking docket team. So why were you not aware of the thumbnail
The thumbnail. Oh, I knew what the
or the
thumbnail was
title
going to
or the
look like.
title or the title, whatever?
Because they asked me what I wanted the title to be, and I told them that I wanted to be I wanted to say 4th of July, the wild dog gets wild. That's what I wanted the title to be. I was thinking, why even ask me what they want the title to be if you're not going to put it in? I don't know if I'm being like set up for failure or what here, but
So do you think since Rastov threatened to fire the entire docket team that does not support you, you think they've gotten better or stayed the same?
I haven't been able to talk to them since. I have to work with someone separate. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's that bad. Like they will not work with me, and Beans ain't gonna fire them. So I don't know what I can do at this point.
Well,
about
I mean, it doesn't really matter what Beans thinks. Rastov's fucking community manager, and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah, we're gonna fire all of them." So I
I
feel like
know.
if you like right now, kind of like the same situation with me. Nightmare has full, creative control of the week until Keem comes back, and Keem is like, "I want this, 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 and this to happen." So I'm kind of in that situation as well.
Supreme
But
Leader
I
Bread
mean,
super chatted
TTS.
$20. Ultra IFW the One Piece figures. Eric's Lego video is an L. We are never getting it. Limpy is non-tent.
Thank you so much, bro. I know I have a lot more One Piece to the side here. I have the whole Luffy team. I have Whitebeard, Ace, and Usopp. I think I've shown it off before. If you want to go back and see like one of the first videos, I did like a tour of my collection. Sweetie, you look irritated. You look like you don't even want to be here right now.
I am pretty pissed off about a lot of things that's happened, but I'm sure we'll get in the groove.
Shit. Yo,
Yeah.
Supreme, do you have anyone that you want us to roast, or Do you want any of us to roast somebody or roast ourselves or whatever?
Or do you want me to take a shot of freaking, what is this? Vodka?
I don't think you mentioned it. Let's see if you taught Supreme.
also
If you want to
gonna-
say it in side chat, I'm looking at side chat right now.
But
I-
as for Eric's video, at least he made something and put it out there. If he didn't do it at all, it would have looked a million times worse. Did you
Okay,
ever make the
listen,
AI one?
Eric, you're telling me you don't have shit to fucking show for the entire video? It's been like 2 months since, you were like, I'm a guy to it, boss.
He's a busy boy.
I'm
Yeah,
a busy
plus,
boy
you know,
too. You're probably a busy
Listen.
girl.
Listen.
Or a wonderful busy woman.
Listen.
I don't mind being called a girl, but it's all right.
Listen,
some people-
and I've been through a lot. I lost my Lego post like back last year when I got kicked out of my old apartment. It's not an excuse. It's actually what happened, and it's like, hey, I'm trying to find something that will give me a stable income.
Yeah.
Like,
I
trying to
thought
find
Kim
a job.
I thought Kim already paid you in full for the Lego video.
That
was
was
like
a long time ago.
That was in March, April, I believe.
I think he heavily misjudged.
So
the price
Kim's
of
already
what
fucking
the
told you
Legos
use
were gonna be.
AI. Kim's told you to use AI. Why are you just not using AI and completing this thing?
Well, for whatever reason, and Chrome does not like GPT. Like, I don't know what it is.
So wait, why are you using Chrome then? You can't use Google or Safari or what? Some Internet Explorer or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know
I
how
could
to do that
also
stuff.
use Opera.
Listen, all I'm gonna
Like,
say is if I was paid to do work, I would make sure I got it done on time and did it perfect.
But
Yeah,
you know,
I know. It's just
And I'm not hating on you, Eric. I just feel like, I see a spark in there where you can get a lot of shit done and you just like don't want to do it. I don't know.
listen,
Because
Okay.
these days my thing is these days everything is fucking free. Like it might not be an amazing video, but you could probably get it done for free with like some free video app on the Apple Store.
what
Might
I
just
think
do it to prove my point.
I want to say this in a little bit of defense to Eric. I think that with his autism and everything, it might be hard for him. Plus, stop motion takes forever, and it takes so much memory on your freaking computer or on your camera and all that. And I think that maybe he thought that his video wasn't going to be good and just like gave up. You know how
Here's
it is
my-
to be a procrastinator, right? Eric is just a really big procrastinator.
I have procrastinated before in my life, but what I'm thinking about is just like I haven't been given
It
a
does
dollar
suck.
from Keem, and I put it together, was able to get a setup ready, and I know that not all of us are in the
Yeah, me
same.
and Eric are probably in the
environment.
same tax bracket, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't
like,
really.
look,
I don't want to get too deep into that. But I think Eric, like you could definitely like you have the mental fortitude to get an actual job though. Do you think that's true?
yes, I actually do have a job prior to working for locals. Like, well, I have volunteer jobs at like high school and such, but then I got a actual job back in like 2022. It was like at what is that? Yeah, it's like one of those places that takes care of the old folks.
Oh, a nursing home?
Yeah, nursing home.
Nursing home.
You worked
I
at a
make
nursing
pretty
home?
good money.
That is good money.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, it's just most of the Legos that I used to have back in the day are from like my childhood to like back
And
till 2024.
Didn't you lose a lot of your Legos or something like that?
Yeah, I lost a lot of my Legos like back when I got kicked out of my old apartment.
Mm.
Want to know something funny, bro? I used to, like I said, I used to buy the Lego sets when I was little just for the figurines. And one time I took the entire bag, like $500 worth of sets, or maybe even more, of figurines. Like they had to buy the sets for, and then someone just stole them on show and tell 5th grade. And then one of my friends went to his house, and then he saw them, but he was bullshitting, saying they were his. Bro, I don't even fucking know.
Someone
lost
stole
one.
your Legos?
Yep, when I was little, 5th grade
Oh
show
my
and tell.
God.
Somebody went inside of the locker area or like the cubby area, stole my Legos because I showed them all off. Like now that I think about it, my dumbass should have just took like 1 or 2 and brought
Yeah.
them up and like been like, oh, here are some of my cool Legos. But no, my ass brought the entire fucking bag. Like
You do seem like that kind
I
of
really-
kid that would show off.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I've got myself a little display shelf, but it doesn't have much on it. Let me see if I can
Okay,
if I
listen,
can
here's the
remember.
thing. I want to go back on what Zay wants us to do, which is the grievances. But the only thing is that right now I'm kind of more on the chill side, even with Nightmare. I'm chill with Josh, and like I really don't want to. I don't know, chat. Should I spout some shit, even though I just signed a peace treaty, basically? Spam ones if I need to talk some shit.
Hell, if it's the truth, you know.
If you spam ones, then maybe I'll talk some shit. If no one spams ones, then you know.
I'm here, and I'm spamming ones. I'm telling all 3 of you right now, this is bullshit. Every single one of you, whether to me, to somebody else, to each other, has said some fucking shit about a problem that they have in the goddamn LC or how they've been treated, X, Y, and Z. So why are we not airing it out? Why are we sitting here talking about Legos?
The only one that, other than Nightmare, and I feel like I've talked so much shit about Nightmare, the only one I have a little bit of beef with, and it's kind of like friendly banter just because of the way we think. Gigi, how do you say her name? JD or GG or...
I got a problem with her too.
Boom boom pow with the $5.
Wait. Do not interrupt the content for donations, especially donations that are under the TTS amount. We will announce the donate. No, you're good. So you guys are all interns. I have to remember that. And
yeah, I'm pretty much.
This is my first time.
Wait,
I
is
haven't done
Sweetie
this
not a host?
like
I'm a host, but good lord, I get treated like an intern, and I don't have the skills yet to be like as good as Boogie or anything.
Okay, so
there's definitely a lot I can learn.
Your content comes first. Your donations come second. So you always let the content flow. You let the content continue. You never interrupt for donations. But one donation that you guys do still owe on that might help you guys get this conversation going is that the guy who donated a 20 asked you guys to roast Xylee. So if you guys want to roast Xylee, if you have any grievances about Xylee, now's your time to air them out, or your grievances about anybody. This is your time.
Okay, wait. Zay, before you leave, can you share? We can't share our screens, right?
You can share your screen. I'll just have to click watch, and I'm sitting right here. I can hear y'all.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Are you able to search up the hack from Baldur's Gate 3 and just share it on screen?
Yeah, I can do that for you.
No. Just search up the hack from Baldur's Gate 3.
Xylee. Yeah, I want to go first. Xylee, stop.
Wait.
Let Eric talk.
Okay, I was about to say, Xylee, he stopped being a quitter every time haters is trying to get you. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It is tough to, see all this type of comments. Believe me, I used to look at the comments that just, be nothing but hate towards me. But if you let that define you, and if you let that, like take control.
All I gotta say for Xylee, that's
all I
gotta say for the roast.
Let
that's
him,
all I gotta do.
Yeah, air out his grievances.
Sorry, Eric, but you guys can see on the video. That's about all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I did put Xylee on F tier when we were judging the girl host's looks and personality or whatever. I put Tina higher than Xylee on that. So that should show you guys how I feel about her. But my problem with Xylee is when I first came into the universe, her picking the fight over me explaining to Roxy on Milkers that she had gotten drunk and like raised hell, screaming, saying stuff like she was going to, get some kind of program to find out stuff about me and all this other crazy stuff. I was just telling her that as like a host being mean to me or whatever. And she like turned that into something crazy, like saying that I was accusing her of doxing and all that. And then ever since that, she's been like gunning for my job. And like, it's just crazy to me how she does that. And I don't know if she really, she's put down a lot of interns and stuff, especially women. So
Well, Zali's opened up to me. She at first I don't think liked me at all, but as she saw the chemistry with me and Nightmare, she's kind of like, oh, this is. I might like Josh more than Ultra, but I do see like the thought, and my question to you, Sweet Tea, is: do you really think that 3-hour video was a nothing burger? I don't think that was a
that first one. Oh yes. There was nothing in there that I hadn't covered already. And like most of them I had already proved my point was right on, especially with like the Billy situation. He just kept talking and talking on live that day and like validated everything that I had said on his own. So why would I need to ever like talk about it again when he's already proven me right on a lot of things that happened that night? It just doesn't make sense to me. And if everybody else thinks it was good, I just don't see it. And I especially because I've watched so much content over the years of different calibers, especially like commentary and stuff, it just didn't seem like, I was hoping that it would knock my socks off, like seriously. And it just didn't. Could you tell me the parts that were super good, Ultra, that you remember?
All I'm
Supreme
say
Leader
is
Bread
I've only
super
seen
chatted
clips of it.
$20.
I've
Limpy
only-
some friendly local
I'm just coming
advice.
because-
Quit.
Okay.
All right. Okay, 20. If I could crack this freaking Corona open, I've been trying to crack it this whole time. I don't know what to do.
Supreme, do you have another person you want us to roast, my friend?
Ash XO says every day Sweet Tea be saying the same shit that people tell her to take accountability for, ha ha ha, but she goes back and says it the same shit. I mean, I'm the kind of person that won't apologize unless I truly mean it. Like, I think people around here want me to apologize when I do not mean it. And I'm not that kind of person. I won't do it.
Do you think you think you have a part in Wonder Woman being taken off?
No
As an
shit.
intern?
I asked for her to be fired. Me and Beans both did when Keem asked us.
But
Of
let
course
me
she
ask
got-
you. But let me ask you this: I felt like you guys had a good flow going, and my personal opinion is that you didn't like Wonder Woman there because Glammy was threatening your position.
TPS.
T-Berry super chatted $10. Can each of you tell us what is charismatic about yourselves that you think makes you a locale star?
That's a good question.
I mean, like I said, for me, this is kind of a passion project. I couldn't give two shits if I didn't make any money. I haven't made any money yet. Made buttloads of
I
money
haven't either.
for the universe. Yeah, and it's just a passion project for me. It's something I want to do, and the money would be a bonus. It's not I'm saying like, oh, I would never take money. No, obviously I would take some fucking money, but it is a passion project. I am pretty successful for my age, I would say. So like if Keem booted me next week, it doesn't really affect me like that. But I do want to be here, and I do want to give this my all. I think I'm a pretty charismatic person. I think I can come off likable, but I know like not everyone likes me. But I mean that's also another superpower if I can come off this likable in this universe. That's why everyone. That's why Sweet Tea's still here. In my opinion, because everyone dislikes her.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, whenever like on that episode where I went at Wonder Woman and Glammy and a little bit at Brantley or whatever, I thought I did super good in that episode, but everybody in the universe, like the hosts and stuff, were saying, "Oh, she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have said this. She shouldn't have said that." But I mean, that's the kind of content I thought Locale was all about. That's why I wanted to be in the universe, was to talk shit, and have fun, do adult things like that I don't really get to do in my day-to-day life.
Eric, what do you have to? How are you going to answer this question, Eric?
Oh, I hadn't got an answer yet. What I think I bring to the community is I stand by my values. I won't back down from what I think is right and wrong. And I think that's a helpful thing for me in this community that it wouldn't be in any other.
And yeah, that's one thing about me as well, is that I'm very calculated with the fights I pick to do. If I know that
I wish I would have done that. I went after Xylee first.
Yeah, I mean, I made my jokes at Xylee, but she knows I'm just fucking with her. But I mean, at least I hope so. Like I was saying though, crap, sweet tea, you completely took me off my drift. All right, Eric, go ahead, bro. Why are you about to like suffocate yourself?
I'm trying to crack open this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to speak now?
Yeah, we're not. Eltra won't let you talk. He's trying to be more masculine and domineering.
I'm not. I'm really not. Eric, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. Hey, good. So the reason why I want to be a local host is because I thought
La 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 la. I'm fucking with you, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, Eric.
The big head hair pillow is a great idea. I love it.
Before I destroy my desk, I'm gonna go get a can opener. Give me a second.
All right, Eric. I'm sorry. You can speak. I will not interrupt you for the next minute. I'm going to mute my mic as to make sure that I don't say anything.
Thank you. Okay, as I was about to say, I first came up to Local Live. At this point 6 months ago. I lost track of time because of how the LCU operates. But I showed Key my Lego video, and he saw potential in me in becoming a star, and it's like he wants me to like. I'm not trying to say this to get Key mad at me and all, but I think he saw all the potential I have in my stop motion video, and he wants me to do something for. How do I say this without pissing him off? Like, I'm trying to be like.
I finally got my phone open.
What I'm trying to say is Keem wants me to be a star and want to give me this opportunity. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I think he sees different things for all of us. Sees talent in us.
Okay, I feel like right now might be a pretty dry time, and I'm going to go ahead and go through all of these $5 donos. Starting all the way. Okay, wait. The $10 donation go through? I mean, I'm guessing there's 21.
You don't have to read the 10 ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
I quickly turn around after seeing C Diddy dancing before I can get a far dart hits my leg. I lose consciousness as I hear his laughter. Okay, next one. Queen, thank you for the one LOL. Actually, as the steak would say it, the LOL cow dolls gifted. Thank you very much. LOL cow dolls. All right, and then the next one from Mr. Boom Boom Pal again. I awaken a dungeon. Eric laughing as he warns me. Once in the C Diddy house, there is no leaving. Scan my cell as I sweat in panic. Terrified. Terrifier 3. Okay,
Terrified
and then
or intrigued.
Supreme Leader Bread with the 5 says, Limpy, that one was straight comedy. What values the non-excellent ones? Roast Keem. For his 20, he wants us to roast Keem. Y'all can go first. Y'all can go first.
Okay, here's my roasted king. He is what are those things that people say on like their job applications where they put where are your weaknesses, and they'll put something like I try too hard or I'm a perfectionist. That's what I'm gonna say for Keem. He's a perfectionist and he tries so hard. Sometimes it gets in the way of his personal life or whatever, like on a job application.
Eric, go ahead.
Hey, Cream Star, do you still like donuts?
Your audio is cutting out, Eric.
He was
I think that was definitely on purpose, bro.
Eric, you're about to say something crazy. I want to hear
it. Eric's losing his mind, bro.
That's what I was about to say. Hey, Cream Star, do you still like donuts and mermaids?
I don't think people can just stop liking what they're attracted to in that way. They can maybe suppress it, but it don't go away.
I already scammed for the Nuggets, so I'm about to scam again. Keemstar, I love you. Thank you for the opportunity. Haha, get scammed. JK, I won't scam you. Something to say about Keem. Think.
All right, wait a second. Bigfoot Alt said just like how Keem was going to make Sweet Tea a star. I think that was because Eric said something about being a star, right? At least I'm not the only one that said a star.
I mean, I'm trying to be a star, but like I've been one for like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, hell, when you've had your own show and everything, people know your name around here.
Okay, how about this? For the next 10 minutes of the show, Sweet Tea, do you want to make it the Eric segment where we just discuss things that Eric want to talk about and see if he has the, as Nightmare would say, the Gustav, whatever the fuck, or as I would say, you have the good mazel, my friend.
The what?
Don't worry about it. It's a New York thing. Do you
fucking New Yorkers.
Let's take another like couple minutes to air out our grievances to make sure that we get them all out.
No, because I feel like Eric's pissed because he was under the impression that he was gonna be here about like with just YouTube was gonna be the Eric show, and then I just showed up and stealing his light, the limelight. Just
oh, I don't think that. I just think you guys don't give me the opportunity, which like the main issue who I have for when I was on Nerds.
Oh yeah.
You know what that sounds like to me, Eric? That sounds like a grievance that you want to air out. So let's hear it. What's your problem with these guys?
Yeah, you guys never let me talk throughout most of the show. This was supposed to be my episode.
It was.
My time to shine. But then the Ultra came in and fucking screwed him and thinking he could.
Okay. Poor Eric. Poor guy, man.
At least his mom's not in the background today.
Here's what's gonna happen. Ultra, will you go out for a little while so I can bring in Butt Smack and all three of us talk for a minute? Do you mind?
Okay, you want me out of the show for how long?
I want to be able to.
Okay, chat. Spam L's in the chat for kicking out Ultra from the show.
Donate a 20 or higher, and I'll bring him back for a little while during this 30 minutes annihilation. Here she is. Now, you and Eric were the ones I initially wanted to have on the show today. I know that Butt Smack was wanting to maybe be an intern on one of the shows and all that, so I wanted to give her a proper chance to get to talk and do whatever she wanted for the day. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I love your brat shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Sweetheart. Oh, which one's what was her name? I forget.
This one's Megan.
Yeah. My grandmother hated I can't remember if it was Bratz or Barbies. I think she hated Barbies and thought that they were ugly. And like
it was probably Bratz because Barbies look closer to real people. Bratz are like the giant head and the stick body.
You're probably right. I think she hated it. Hated Bratz and wouldn't let any of us bring Bratz into the house.
Hey there, Barbies, Brats, and Bros. It's me, Beans.
Transformers is better.
Transformers is better.
Transformers is better.
Than what? Than dolls?
Yes.
Come on,
Yeah,
Eric.
then boy,
boys
why
can
are
play
you
with dolls,
here?
too.
What?
It's
It's a fact, Jack, huh?
Yes.
I bet you $1 million that more dolls have been sold than Transformers.
You're fucking lying. You're lying, sweet teeth. You're fucking lying.
Here, I'll look it up just to make sure. But I would say so because even little boys would play with dolls and stuff. You would have to be. Let me look up.
Those are called G.I. Joes, you fuckers.
No, there are
They're
little
dolls
boys
to
that
me.
also play with dolls too. Like especially
yeah.
if they have siblings. Yeah.
I had 2 next door neighbors that were both boys, and they would both play dolls with me.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I won't be able to look this up, Eric.
And there are plenty of like gay men who love dolls. So
have you ever seen those twins, Sugar and Spice? I think their name is.
Mm-hmm.
They always try to dress like dolls and say that they used to play with dolls as kids.
Yeah, I saw them, and I saw a lot of people in the doll community that I come from even made like dolls of them. So.
Oh my god, I bet they really like that. They look really good in drag. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can
they're
you guys
very
see
talented.
me now?
Yeah, what's up, Eric?
Okay, good. I just adjusted the volume of my mic.
Oh yeah, it sounds a lot better now. It
okay,
does.
Good.
It sucks
Delaney
that
super chatted $14.59. Bring Ultra back.
Star.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow 1 super chatted $20. Bring Ultra back.
Ultra, I guess you're back for good then.
Ultra! Hey, man.
How's it hanging?
No, this is a 4 for all.
You're on you're in the Owl Gang too, Ultra?
We are always in the Owl Gang, sweetie.
I really like that owl that they made for me. It's so cute.
Everybody's Owl Gang at this point.
I think that's good.
It's growing.
Yeah. Where is Ultra?
Yeah, I don't think he's on his computer. But I was what were you wanting to talk about today? Anything in particular?
Oh, well, I know earlier when you guys were talking grievances, I wanted to say, as somebody who also does stop motion, that video Eric put out was like a day's worth of work.
Oh,
that shit was fucked.
I thought
I was
like a
this
month.
This could not have taken more than 2 days to make. I said that multiple times since it's come out. I do doll stop motion. I know it's not the same as Legos, but I have a pretty good idea. You know, whether you're taking pictures or starting the camera, he didn't have to do it that many times.
I appreciate that criticism.
You do?
I appreciate that. I get it.
I know a lot of people have come at you heavy with all that, so it makes sense why you might just be like, fuck it, I'm done at this point, you know? That's kind of what I assumed, that you just gave up, but like, that's so many months for that little thing to come out. It was just very disappointing.
How you doing, Butt Smack?
I'm doing good. Yeah, your mic's a little loud, at least for me, but I'm doing pretty good.
Is that better? Is that better?
It's okay.
Okay, so I had to put a little down.
How's the volume now? It's a bit better.
Okay,
2 people donated 20 to have you back, so you're a popular boy around here.
Ooh, thank you, chat. Love you. Thank you for bringing me back, Eric. I'm back.
Yeah. We know.
Now let's all try to let Eric talk whenever he talks. Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, what is the reason that you made it in like 1 or 2 nights?
I don't know. It's just I was really bored, and I just want to get that video out. So I was like, hey, I got something made for people to watch.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow 1 super chatted $10. Eric do 10 jumping jacks.
Okay. I'll make sure I pay attention.
Oh, do 10 jumping jacks? Okay, I can do that.
Let's go, Eric!
Oh my god. I'm
Let's
finally not the
go!
one that has to do the jumping jacks.
Don't fall
Please.
down!
I thought I was bad at jumping jacks, bro.
That's some half-ass jumping jacks if I've ever seen them.
I thought I was. They were telling me I was shit at jumping jacks.
I got a paralyzed
hell no.
arm and my jumping jacks are
Oh
better than that.
hell nah.
Oh my gosh, Eric, honey, oh my goodness.
Bro, Eric, you look like you're dancing.
That was
Yeah, a little
that was
bit.
good. I was thinking that we could all dance at a certain point and have fun.
Oh,
It's
hell
gonna
yeah.
be our little Barbie house, and all the little Barbies are playing with each other. And like somebody is making.
Speaking
us
of
do
Barbie
everything.
dolls, do you have any Barbies to show us? Hey, nice. Butt smack. Yeah.
I mean, I have tons of dolls, but I didn't grab any in particular. I had Beans here for the joke of the Hello Barbies, Brats and Bros, and then I have Pup Star back there in case somebody wants to see her, and then just another random
show her.
doll.
Question:
she's
Can
really
can you like do it in a way where you bring the Beans doll on and just try to act like Beans, like what she would say and stuff, like just like react to the live and just pretend you're Beans, but like you're the doll,
and
put
I'll
it
be
up to the
Sweet Tea
camera.
and I'll
See,
interact with her.
I could, but I feel like my camera's not like that good of
No,
quality.
that's good enough.
that-
That's good enough.
yeah.
Literally, just keep it like that.
I can't
Just
believe
keep
you
it like
found
that.
like the perfect hat for her, because that's a hat that you would wear.
Yeah,
I
I literally have a picture of her in a beret, so I was like, ooh, I gotta do this. Hey
Do you
there,
make-
Barbies, Brats, and Bros.
Oh. Hey, Beans, I hope you have a good time at Keem's house. I didn't get invited.
I didn't get invited
I was
either.
so
So, don't be
close.
sad.
I couldn't even tell if he was joking or not, bro. Like,
What, he almost invited you?
he made a goal and everything, and we hit the goal.
That's like when I hit the goal to be a host on freaking Lockout Live. He does that kind of stuff.
That
all the
was
time.
wild.
Yeah, bro. That's stunts.
Are we gonna give this girl a job? Let's leave it up to the donations. That's wild.
Yeah, I'm happy they came through for me. I heard
Mhm.
Rastov say a couple times that he thought that was the best episode since he'd been on live, was the episode about me saying gum job or whatever. So I felt good about that. You know, I'm so stupid. I was thinking it and then I like said it out loud and I didn't realize it. TTS.
So tiny.
Thank you so
Ultra, you're taking over my show.
Yeah, Ultra, stop taking over
Well,
shows.
Look
it's
how
not about
tiny
taking over
Beans
the
is
show. I just
next to Pup Star. She's so
It's-
little.
Oh,
Just like
why
real
is
life.
she so much tinier? Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah.
I almost forgot about her for a minute.
Whoa.
okay. Can you do a fight for us? Can they fight?
Actually, I thought about doing that for like a stop motion video, but I didn't know if that would be inappropriate with Pup Star not being in the universe anymore.
Well, hell,
Okay,
she was
well-
a part of the
okay,
universe. you
Okay,
know?
so just do it. Just do it. We won't even think it's Pup Star. Just say it's a random doll.
Like we
Go.
still talk. They still talk about wings and stuff all the
Beans
time.
first random doll that we wink. Wink. We know who it is, but random
To be
doll.
honest,
Fight,
I
fight.
always forgot about her.
1, 2, 3.
I could never forget about her because she was here when I
I-
first got here.
Come
And
on, come on,
Can't-
please. Can you make them fight just a little bit?
Right
Like,
now?
oh, yeah, right now.
You ain't got to do what he asked you to do.
I mean,
No,
don't do it if
she
you don't
doesn't
want
have
to.
to. I'm just asking. I'm asking
I'll
for
do
help.
I'll do
Back
one.
here.
I'll do one here. I'll have
Slap
Pup
her.
Star
Make her slap her.
Beans with a microphone.
Yeah, get her, Pup Star. You're the star of Lockout Dolls. You go get what you freaking deserve.
We do not advocate for violence.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No dolls were harmed during the making of this.
Dude, the thing is, she could
Right.
have done so well on the show because she had
Mhm.
so much energy and just like personality. She had personality for days.
Yeah, that's
It's
part
just-
of why I was backing her so hard. She had so much potential, you know,
Oh my
but
god, yeah.
she just had to throw it away.
I truly think that she was like a plant from somewhere else because she didn't know anything about the community and all that. That freaked me out because like, why would you join this if you don't know anything about it?
Yeah, I know she came in from like Tech Protect, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. And who
Okay,
knows with
okay.
them?
Let's just change the topic now. Sorry, I don't think we should talk about Pubstar that long.
Yeah, do we need to go back to grievances or what?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
I
let's
want to
get back
ask.
to
Are we
grievances.
talking
Please.
shit?
I have a topic that I think Sweet Tea would actually like. If
What
you
is it?
won the Squid Game and you got all the money, what would you do with it?
Oh God.
But you have to think about it from. It's not like a thing where you just became rich. You went through torturous hell to get that money.
Yeah,
Oh
you gotta
my
get some
character.
therapy
Dude.
first.
People's been asking me like all the time what I thought of Squid Game season 3, and I have literally been living for Squid Game 3 to come out. I literally have every freaking day praying that Squid Game 3 will come out soon. And like just looking forward to it. It made my life so much better just getting to look forward to knowing that it was going to come out. That's how much I love this series.
Yeah.
And it did not disappoint.
Mr. Boom Boom Pow one
TTS.
super chatted $10. If Eric does 10 push-ups, he'll gift 5 members.
You guys really wanted me to do these types of exercise, do ya?
They want to get you fit.
Bro, Eric,
They
if
want
you
to
do
get
five,
your summer bod.
Oh, what's he
Bro.
doing now?
Oh my goodness.
okay, we want proper push-ups, Eric.
Go all the way down, all the way up, boy.
Like, what the fuck was that? You want him to donate 5 gifted for that?
We
I
got.
want to
We got
donate
it.
1 gifted for that, bro.
Get up,
Give us some
boy.
real
Some of his
push-ups.
limits. Come on, do a couple more. You've got this, Eric.
Do it.
You're
do
the
it,
man,
do
Eric.
it. Peer pressure,
can we
peer
full screen
pressure,
Eric?
peer pressure.
Zake, can we full screen Eric by chance if she's around? Maybe not.
Eric, don't just lie there. Walk it off. Walk it off.
Come on, Eric.
I definitely need to go back to the gym. Man.
Come on, work for them gifted. He
Eric,
works
this is your
hard for
star
them gifted.
moment.
I went to
So
the
hard from them gifted. He works hard from the gifted. So hard for them gifted. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not that
Eric,
hard.
you
He's
can
just
do
laying
this.
on the floor.
You know you'll be all
Let's
right.
go.
Shit like that.
Eric. Eric, are you okay?
I think I'm
Did-
done.
You
Did
think
you do the
died?
5?
I think I'm good.
You barely even did one.
Okay, Eric, you just took the potential of 5 gifted away from people. Now the chat. Everyone in chat could have gotten a potential free membership, but because
can we
you
turn on the
couldn't,
That'll be
Graves.
fine with free memberships more. Yes.
but because you decided, Eric, that you were gonna not push past your limits, Asta Yami style.
Don't you
now
want to
all
have
these
a good
people are
summer
gonna be
bod?
gifted.
That's the
Oh.
only way you can get it. You got to do them workouts.
By
I
the
really
way,
need to go back to the gym, man.
Michelangelo's
Like,
in
holy
waiting.
fuck.
If you want to make this the Special Olympics.
Okay. Hell, let's bring them on.
South Park.
It's the battle of the tisms.
Hell yeah.
I think all of us probably have something because I have ADHD.
Yeah.
Yep. Me
I'm
too.
definitely a neurodivergent person for sure.
Michelangelo,
figured-
what is your prediction for today?
I just
Oh,
gotta
let me
say, Michelangelo with the fresh haircut.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness.
see
I
that
see it
shit?
from the side, yeah. Woo!
Look at him.
Jeez,
Fresh
man.
cut, boy. Get you.
That looks good.
Yeah, bro, I'm jealous.
You got your summer
I could
haircut, huh?
Yeah.
Feeling good? Feeling groovy?
Yeah. For the predictions for today, I think that Buff Weeb is gonna put some icy hot on his body, and there's gonna be many fireworks. And
Yeah, fireworks, let's go.
and the
I can't wait for
police
the fireworks.
are gonna come for Buff Weeb, and we're gonna have LCU Bad Boys edition of Nerds.
Oh my god. Did you see when
Tune
Buff
into
was
Low
picking
Cal
up that
Nerds
big
after
weight?
this.
Yes.
Right?
Buff
Okay,
was
so
outside like
for the
lifting
one
some
push
weights,
up,
and they were like huge weights, and he was like running down the street with the weights, and I was so afraid that somebody would call the law. thinking that he's like trying to break into someone's house or something with that big huge weight. but he was all right. I can't believe how many he can do a push up with like one finger. It's insane.
Who can do that?
Buff Weeb.
Really?
He was showing off. Yeah, he was like doing it with his arm behind his back with like his fingers.
I can do that too. I can do that too.
Someone
Buff
done
Weeb can even do it no-handed.
Oh yeah.
No BBC jokes.
I was gonna make a Tenacious D joke.
I can do it. I can do it, but it would have to be on my knees.
I've been wanting to say that Buff's, you know how he's always bragging about what he's got down there. I was gonna say,
yeah,
Buff's long and he's strong and he's down to get the friction on.
Oh,
Some baby's got back.
Hey.
They should play that for him.
Oh my god!
Whenever he starts talking about it.
Okay, what would you do with the Squid Game money if you won?
I never answered, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would get it. I would get a wrecking ball and I would knock over Eric's apartment.
So you literally will be homeless again, huh?
And then
terrorism.
Then he would never have any Legos again.
And then I'll go to Canada with the wrecking ball, and then I hit the wall of the Lego factory and take all the Legos.
And like airdrop them to him. Like a big stack.
Are you gonna finally get Eric the Legos to make the Lego video?
Yeah.
No, just take all the Legos for yourself.
Yeah,
yeah,
for myself.
Maybe you make a Lego video, and you make it better than Eric could ever make it because you have
if you're gonna do that.
And I save everyone from seeing Eric by putting him in a Lego prison that only Glammy Lammy has the key for.
She'll never let him out, will she?
I bet he's gonna be Boogie kidnapping me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I want to say what I'd do with my Squid Game money. I'd probably buy a house for everybody in my family and like all my friends, and that's probably about it. Maybe buy a nice car.
Okay, I have a question. This is probably a better question than the money question, and chat, feel free to answer as well. At what game from season? Okay, is season 3 still spoiler territory?
Yeah, I believe so, but fuck it, go ahead.
Okay, okay. What we'll do is, at what game do you think you would have died at, starting from season 1 to end of season 2?
Oh,
we won't talk about
probably that one where the Indian guy died and the old man died with the marbles. I'd probably have died there because it was a 50-50 split chance of.
You want to know which one? You want to know which one that me and Eric would have died on?
The jump rope.
It's sweet.
No. The glass game, because we would have broke the glass either way.
Oh my god, dude.
That's felt though. That's felt.
That one was probably the hardest one.
I feel like they would get me in the first round. Like first or second round, I would just be gone.
Have you watched it, Buttsmack?
Only the first season so far.
Dude, it's like worth it. It is so worth it. It has given me so much pleasure. Like seriously, it's worth the time to watch it.
I spend too much time watching the LCU to watch any like actual shows.
I know the LCU demands so much attention and like your blood, sweat, and tears, man. It really does.
The first of being a 24-hour show.
I can't miss out watching Mr. The Fridge.
Oh yeah, is he one of your favorite hosts?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I came over here when the Foodie Beauty stuff was going on, and then I was like, "Oh, Billy! I remember him from the Onision videos," and so I stayed for Billy.
I'd like to talk about that for a minute because I didn't know he was ever friends with Onision, and like that freaked me out. I learned that right after me and him got in that fight, and I was like,
"Why would that freak you out?"
Because when Onision was popular,
one super chat
is
at $10.
when he had that young
when
girl
are we
living
getting
with
a
him.
three-way date between
you know
Eric
I mean?
Exile
so
and Sweet Tea?
if Billy was friends with Onision, wouldn't that mean that he knew
Super
that
chat.
there's a teenage girl there?
Oh, super chat.
Exile.
Okay.
Hell,
Okay.
that is my
Another
fantasy.
accusation in
That
3, 2, 1.
I think they mixed up. Exile has a crush on Beans. I don't think he's into Sweet Tea.
no, he's been saying like 3-way dates and stuff, so I don't know.
Okay. Maybe with him and you
Oh,
and Beans.
Angie.
Hi,
Angie
Angie.
uploaded. Hi.
3
Give me just
kings
a
and
second.
3 queens.
Welcome to the
Oh
Thunderdome.
yeah.
Here we
No,
go.
well, no. Butt smack is a they.
Yeah. He, they,
Guys,
yeah.
can y'all hear me?
This is
Yeah, we can hear you.
officially now the Royal
Yes.
Rumble. Y'all have 2 minutes to impress me, or I'm kicking you, and I won't even say shit before I do it.
Oh, damn.
Royal Rumble.
Whoa, Zay, I'm
begins.
not
Eric,
impressed you,
I'm gonna
bruh.
Okay.
show you how to do some jumping jacks.
Well, shit. Yeah. We were gonna talk about Onision, but I guess that topic's been moved past.
All right,
Well, I
Angie.
kind
jumping-
of think it needed to be moved past because you've got people in here that want to see your grievances now, and this has
Okay.
still not
Yeah.
happened. From what I want from Eric is, Eric, I want to hear what you would say if there were no cameras and no microphone and you were walking around talking to yourself. What pissed you off? Why don't you have a show yet? And why does
Ooh.
Ultra keep cucking your content here?
And why does
Tell
Glammy
me.
get 2 jobs when you don't get one?
Oh, we're getting to that one, honey.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
yeah.
know. I'm still waiting for my own show. Like, come on. I'm trying my best here.
Locale short bus with Ultra, Eric, and me.
I'm not feeling that, Eric. I
That
need
would be
to
a good
feel
show.
if there's no camera. Okay, y'all. If there's
Yeah.
no camera, no microphone, go, Eric. What piss? And it's okay to piss Keem off. Don't worry about pissing Keem off. He's just a man. Go for it.
Yeah, he
Give
won't
me
care.
a show.
Pop off, Eric.
Give me a show.
Who got
God
kicked?
damn it.
Michael?
Who got
Michael Eric?
Why? Why
Oh,
should he
my
give
God.
you one?
I think I can prove myself to be talented. I have enough crash outs.
You're
I-
memorable.
I think I'm learning OBS as like a motherfucker should. I've been through hell and back, especially in Voldemort, and it's like, come on.
Okay, all right. I'm not. I need some
So
anger
where's the
from you,
entertainment?
but hold on just a second. Okay, Sweet
Ask a
Tea.
question different.
Sweet Tea. I'm gonna let him ponder on it a little bit. All right, you just said, why does Glammy get 2 shows?
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me what you really, if there's no camera and you're walking around saying, fuck her. Tell me what pisses you off about that.
Well, for one, I mean, I pretty much proven that, or the statement that Brantley said about how she would make sure that Glammy always had a spot no matter what. Me and Eric and like you, we don't have that luxury. None of us do on the screen right now. So it's like Glammy can't do no wrong because she'll always have somewhere to land on. And also, her being on my show, she works out a little well, but that it always narrows down to 2. So how can I not take it as her coming for my job? You know what I mean? It never stays 3 hosts.
And
It
that's
just
exactly what I
doesn't.
was saying, Sweet Tea. What I was saying earlier is I don't think you really wanted to kick Wonder Woman. I think you went at Wonder Woman because you figured that she would be easier to get off the show than potentially getting Glammy off. And you felt threatened about Glammy coming for your position. So you were like, fuck it, let me get Wonder Woman out of here.
Well, no, here, I'll tell you exactly how that went. Whenever Wonder Woman got on there, I didn't understand what, Brantley or Keem had seen in her to make them think that she could be a good doll. But I thought, give her a chance, see what she's got. She's a little bit older than me. Maybe she'll be able to, like, guide us and all that. And be wise or whatever. But whenever I
Actually,
got in
one
that fight...
grievance I have when Glammy was looking for another co-host for the second half of Tech Talk, I offered my position, but because Glammy said she doesn't want to work with me anymore, or due to what happened on Nerds, obviously, I felt like I got hurt because I want to show off my tech savvy self. Oh, like the Tech Talk is like really both Tech Talk and Nerds are perfect for me Plus,
Yeah.
I've been on the first tech talk with Rich and Jay. Hey, so it's like, come on.
Okay, but how much time do you need, Eric? Like, okay.
Oh shit. Eric, I think that you might be being like looked over, especially since that's like Glammy's half of the show on TikTok. Maybe she's like purposely just holding a grudge against you and doesn't want you on there because of it and won't give you a shot.
Exactly. He's like,
That's why I wanted you to be on Dolls today. I wanted you to be able to show what you've got and everything. And Glammy can't tell me no.
Okay, Wonder Woman, if you're
I'm
watching
doing a
this,
pretty
bro,
decent job just by ultra cucking the content.
am I
And
cooking the
no,
content, Eric?
You
Okay,
have been doing good.
wait. Angie, you said I'm cooking the content, even though I literally said, let's give Eric the next 10 minutes and do an Eric segment, and let's see what he wants to do.
Ultra,
Like,
you've been
what's-
trying
Always
to
the Ultra
rule
show,
the show.
okay? It's
Yeah.
always about you. So, yeah, you are cooking the content.
But how? I said,
Okay,
Eric, take 10
we'll go
minutes
with
and say
Eric.
what you want to say.
But before
I literally
that,
said,
you wouldn't
I
let him
literally
talk,
said to give
period.
Eric. What's
Ultra,
good,
I just wanna
Nightmare?
say you're doing a fucking great job, bro. Keep it up. I'm proud of you, brother. Have a good
Thank you,
night, guys.
Nightmare. Love you,
I
bro.
thought y'all were fighting.
We're like a frenemies relationship.
I just want to say,
He's freaking being a dick, man.
Zay, we can't hear
I
you.
think he's being a dick.
can you hear me
I think
now?
you're muted.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
It
Now
might.
I
It
can,
does that sometimes. I just want to say, do you notice how when Angie came in, all of a sudden this is now actually people airing out their grievances and this is a conversation? One thing that every show benefits from is somebody who's a leader being able to come in and grab a show by the balls, right? And one thing that this show was missing before Angie came in was somebody grabbing the show by the balls. Ultra was doing a fantastic job, though, of keeping the fucking content going while there was just a fucking chaos show. So to be honest, Ultra wasn't cucking content.
I was playing with him.
No, I know you were. I'm saying to Ultra. You weren't cucking content, but that is a grievance. If Eric feels like he had content that he wanted to do that was getting cucked, then Eric, air that out. Say what you wanted to do. Do your content. Yeah, get into it.
I felt like
getting into it. Yeah, Zay.
Ultra came in here and was like, it's my show and I'm going to do whatever I want and talk whatever I want. I had shit planned, man.
Yeah,
but
I wanted
to
okay. I mean, if you want to start doing that now, let's go. What do you have planned?
I was going. Well, where did Buttsman go?
See, the problem was y'all kept going off in different directions, and y'all started talking about Squid Games, and I'm going to tell you, most of your audience doesn't watch Squid Games.
Really?
I don't even watch Squid Game.
Y'all were talking
most popular shows in the world.
And I understand that. I get it. I know what it is. I get it.
Not everybody
but y'all were
has the
headed
same
off
taste,
in different directions, and so it just kind of needed to be reined in. A lot people are wanting to hear your grievances. They're wanting to hear something. But y'all were pinging like everywhere.
What she's saying is so true. Like, for example, like, you guys can talk about whatever subject you want. If you want to talk about Squid Game, sure, fine. But when you do a show, like, for example, there's two things that this show promised. A makeover and airing out the grievances. And neither of those things have fully been done yet. So we are an hour and 8 minutes into this, and you guys gotta fulfill what we're telling the people. You know what I'm saying?
God.
We gotta start
the only person that I feel like
now.
has aired out any grievances has been Sweet Tea, and I feel like Eric has started to, and Ultra like said that his grievances aren't there as much. But let's get every single person on this fucking panel, including Angie, all of you right now been interns in the LCU, and I guarantee you something has fucking pissed you off, and you want to talk about it.
Yeah,
so I want to hear that.
I would.
Okay.
I have a couple. could say
one at a time.
Let me get them out real fast. I'll do mine first, and then you can go, Ultra. Whenever I was an intern on like Milkers, they would get someone to pay $50 for me to be kicked for the entire show, like and they wouldn't even let me talk or anything. Like I get kicked within the first 5 seconds, which is fine, you know. It's good for me, the interns to be able to make up the other show's money and everything. But I just wish that I had a better chance or a better shot at it. And also, when I was on Queens, Becky would talk to me, but Tina just wanted to like say the worst shit possible to me constantly. And like I got some pretty good clips from that. There was like people actually making like videos about like how good I did at fighting with Tina and stuff, and I was surprised. But and with the whole mic thing, talking about something more recent. The whole Mike thing, freaking Glammy was trying to defend Mike for saying all those fucking rude shit to me. Like, not even rude, fucking evil shit to me. And I was thinking of that song Many Men by 50 Cent. How he says, many men wish death upon me. Forgetting Mike wishes death upon me. And like that's the first person that's ever fucking said some kind of shit like that. He says I was on fentanyl. He says that I missed the show because I was meeting my drug dealer. He said I literally wish he would die on camera right now. Like that's the kind of shit that if anyone else said, they would have been banned from the Discord, and y'all know it. And Glammy was trying to defend him on yesterday's episode, and it really fucking pissed me. Or the day before episode, it really pissed me off.
There are a lot of things. Like, okay,
I think
this is a locale universe.
Yeah,
and I'm not defending what he said, but sometimes you have to realize that things are going to be set out of pocket, and maybe what you could do would be flip that around and put it back on Mike. You know what I mean? Like, figure out a way to put it back on him. I don't.
The thing that
Why
really
don't you
pisses
just
me
give Mike
off
the
about
same
that,
energy he's giving you?
And
And Mike said
that's
something
what
like
he wants. That's what he fucking wants. I'm not gonna give him a goddamn thing he wants after that shit, man. He burnt the bridge to the ground. There's no
Okay.
fucking way.
This universe is for content.
But listen, whenever I have never said anything, any of the like accusations that people say, like the sex trafficker allegation and like all that shit, or like Billy was trying to like, I don't know, all those allegations. Like those words never came out of my mouth. Like I said, you know, about the flight. In my message to Billy, I said that some guy on the VC offered to fly me over there. That was word for word what I said. And I said it made me feel uncomfortable. Somehow, King Scott was able to turn that around, flip it around, say that I accused him of sex trafficking. And he has been screaming about it for literally a month. And it's like whenever Mike does it, oh, it's just no big deal. But if I even hint at something, it's a big deal that I need to apologize for. It just seems like it's too much of a, I don't know, like black and white thing. Like you can't, like I'm the bad guy and Mike's the freaking, he can do whatever he wants because he's Mike.
Well, you understand that Mike's in a position of power over you, right?
Oh, I sure fucking do. But listen,
And
I thank God every day.
There's accusations after accusations. So
What'd you say, Eric? I missed the first part of that.
I said I kept hearing accusations after accusations, but I don't want to get myself in trouble. So
from Mike or me?
From you.
Go. This is the grievances show.
Yeah, tell me what a bitch I am. Tell me what a fucking bitch I am.
Do.
God, Mike,
you're a bitch with these allegations. You're more of a retard than I am, and that's coming a lot.
Eric. At least I freaking never scammed Keemstar out anything.
Okay, well, other than that, it's like, hey, come on, you gotta do better. This is the LCU. People talk shit all the time, man.
Okay, so you think it was just complete, that she was just throwing out the allegation word a little bit too much? Is that what I'm going? Okay.
So it's okay.
You think a retard?
You think I'm a retard?
Don't throw accusations against me, or else there's gonna be hell to pay.
What are you gonna do to me, Eric?
There's like gonna be an entire Discord board on my side. Yeah.
Be careful.
Write
Eric.
it down.
Also,
she might try to seduce you with a gum job.
Fucking Beans, goddamn, has kicked me off of my show at least 4 different times, and I don't think that's right. Like, I don't know of any other fucking host that has kicked another fucking host for no reason, just because they're upset with them. Like, even sometimes she got mad at me because she's been harping on this since it happened. Whenever Nightmare came in and was like defending me and saying that they were dogpiling me or whatever, that episode of Dolls, She was mad because her and Wonder Woman went on this tirade against me for about 30 minutes. And the whole time I was like, And then whenever Nightmare came in and he was like saying, y'all are dogpiling Sweet Tea, I said, yeah, look, Beans, you are dogpiling me. It's 2 against 1 and there's nothing I can do. And she got so mad about that. She has said that that's the reason that she doesn't like me or that she doesn't think I'm her friend to this day. And I think that's fucking bullshit. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I
really want to pin.
Beans can be two-faced. I think she can. And I've been trying to be her friend so much, and it's like she expects to jab at me and me not jab back. It's the thing. She gets mad if I jab back at her. And I don't like that shit.
Well, do you feel like, Beans maybe feels like she's putting in a lot of the effort and that she has the right to jab at you because all you do as her words just show up?
Well, even if that's true, I am new and everything, and I'm trying to do my best. She knew what I was going to be whenever I freaking got hired for it or whatever. And she says that she's going to quit soon and all that. So I don't know why she wouldn't just try to.
I don't think she's going to quit.
I think she's just trying to feel her way about it. But let me ask you one more thing. I think before I popped in, you were saying something about Billy, and I missed it. Some of it. What are your feelings on Billy? I mean,
me and him have made
right
peace.
now.
I thank God me and him made peace. Me and him were able to bury the hatchet, so to speak. And I have absolutely no ill will towards Billy nowadays.
Okay.
Because I think that he is a good person. I think that he messed up in his wording. And I didn't think he was a bad person even in that VC that night. I thought that, things just went too far. And I wanted to, draw a line in the sand on what I would not take as a human being.
Why did you expose those Billy DMs? I don't know.
He did.
Well, was he under the impression that you were gonna?
No.
And he just wanted to bring it out?
He sent a message to me saying something like, I need to, since these are such serious allegations, I'm going to have to air these out before you get a chance to, just so everybody can understand my point of view or whatever before you get a chance to, basically.
So exactly.
Do you understand why he did that? Or do you
honestly,
still think it's wrong?
I feel like he should have at least tried to talk to me about it before doing that. Because the first thing he said to me was, I'm going to talk about this on live and all that shit, about how he needs to be the first one to talk about it, to not give me the chance to tell my side of the story first. And I think that's really shitty thing to do.
Okay, well, with the
I can't lie about it.
Well, with the wordings that were used, I think that
here, I can go back and see what he said exactly.
And Sweet Tea, I always try to, I've been good with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always tried to have your back. But on this one, I understand completely why he did it. And but it's like every time somebody says something, you automatically jump to, that's an accusation, that's an accusation, that's an accusation. Now, do I believe in the dogpiling? No. But
okay,
you start accusing people.
Sorry to cut you off. Eric, you look like you're about to go through a manic episode. Are you okay, bro?
I think he's tired.
Of this bullshit, yes.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, tell me about it, stud. You remember that on Grease where the girls hold the cigarettes? Like, I used to play like that when I was a little girl. Me and my cousin would walk around and act like we were her. And be like, tell me about it, stud. And play like we're smoking a cigarette with like candy cigarettes.
How many Coronas have you had, Sweet Tea?
That was my first one.
Okay.
But I'm not supposed to drink with some of the medications I take, so it might make me act a little loopy.
Okay. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see where we were here. Okay, Eric, what's going on with you, bud? You look like you're about to crash out.
Yeah, it's more stupid bullshit I'm getting tired of, and it's like okay, can we move on, please?
What are we moving to?
He's like enough of this stupid. Hey, I'm getting tired of this accusation bullcrap. I have Sweet Tea, you have potential in the LCU, but you have potential to grow. It's just you gotta stop with the bullshit before you become another Voldemort.
Okay.
I
I mean, that's fair.
That is fair.
Okay,
You
how do
know,
we give this the spotlight for Sweet Tea? Sweet Tea or Eric, what bullshit exactly do you want Sweet Tea to admit to? And Sweet Tea, will you
yeah,
do it?
yeah, man. I won't apologize unless I truly think that
Okay, but
I
Eric,
really do
give us
hold him in
some.
high regards. If I do not apologize, it means something.
Eric, what do you think that Sweet Tea needs to apologize for right now? Because you're the one making these. I'm not saying that the accusation's wrong. I just want to know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah, me too.
Everything with Billy because you pretty much don't go after Billy because that's not a good idea.
That's not a good reason. Did I go against Billy?
Chat, help out Eric.
The reason, I mean, it hurts even worse because I didn't make these allegations. It was Billy, posting them and sharing them, and you can see me on Rewind, like Keem and Brantley, like you have to get on Rewind when they were talking about it, and I was literally like just like sitting there like crying and like trying. I had glasses on to make sure that nobody could see me crying, and like tears were rolling down my face, but you couldn't tell it on the camera. That was so fucking hard for me. It really was. Because I
That
felt
it's
like
just,
I was hurt. I was hurt. I was really hurt.
and it's okay to feel the way you feel. We all feel the way we feel about certain things, but sometimes I think that you need to step back before you speak. Because
The la-
you hear all of these things, and then your immediate reaction is just jump in Discord and then just start spewing shit. You don't step back and think about it. And you also have to
well,
realize what universe you're in. So some and I'm not even talking about the Billy situation here. I'm talking about everything that you've said. I think sometimes you need to think before you speak on stuff like on the big stuff. Okay. You blurt
yeah,
stuff out. That's great content. That's who you are.
I
But
agree. With
some
the
of the
Billy
big
thing, I
stuff.
had slept on it. I literally slept on it, and I had the worst dream I've ever had in my life. I woke up in cold sweats crying.
But you went after Brantley. And
Yeah,
Brantley has tried everything to help you. And that's
you can
another
still
one that I
have
kind of.
grievances or think something's, are not to your liking with somebody that's helped you, though. Right?
Yeah, but you called her a bully.
I said that it felt like bullying behavior, her constantly going after my clothes. And I do genuinely feel bad about that one now. That's about the only one I would apologize for. When
Have
somebody
you?
was, yes, me and Brentley worked it out. Me and her are on good terms now. And I'm happy to
Okay.
say I think that me and her will be good friends because after talking to her and everything, I think I understand like her as a person more and all that. And
Okay.
I think she is a good person. I don't have anything wrong against Brantley anymore. And that I truly would not apologize unless I meant it. And
Here's the only
I
thing I'll
do
say
feel
about you,
bad
Sweet Tea.
about going after Brantley.
Sweet Tea, I was in the VC that day when Brantley made that announcement that she was gonna switch you and Glammy for the Saturday stream,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was in that VC too.
And yeah, I think Eric was there as well. And I remember she was talking more about it as like
I know.
a switcheroo, but then you took it as, why are you switching me? Why are you taking me
No,
off my
I can
show?
explain that. I can explain that.
That's what it felt like.
Okay, when she first asked me, I said, "Okay, that sounds fun," or whatever. I don't remember what I said, but I said, "Okay." And then she kept going on and she kept saying stuff like, "You'll make a lot of money on TikTok. This would be a good thing for you. And this would be a really good thing for Brantley or for Glammy." I mean, like it slowly led me to believe like this could be a permanent thing. And I felt like it was fight to the death for my position on Dolls, or I was going to be done for. And I was going to go out in a blaze of glory if that's what it was going to be, because I don't want to be anywhere else but here. I feel like this is my show. I'm the host of it, and I want to do what I can to stay here.
Brantley said,
Okay.
I want to switch you with Rastoff. Would you have had the same reaction, or is it because of TikTok's current place on the leaderboard?
No, it has nothing to really do with that. It really had to do with, I feel like this is my show, and I've been helping grow it, and I wanted to see this through. I didn't want there to be any possibility of me being moved somewhere else.
So So when you say Keem made that super chat goal for you to go on live, if they told you right now to switch with Rastov and Rastov would be on dolls for a week, you would say no to that proposition?
Well, I would have to say yes to the boss, of course.
They give you the choice.
If they gave me the choice, no, I'd stay here. I feel like this is my show, and I want to build it.
I feel like that's not true, Sweetie.
Then why even ask me? Tell me.
Because I just don't think. I think if Keem was like, "Hey, Sweetie, do you want to be on Local Live for a week instead of dolls?" I don't think you would say no, and that's because I don't think anyone in the universe, at least in the smaller shows, would say no to that. But that's just
Is
my
it more the
personal
time
opinion.
slots?
It was the time slot as well for TikTok because I could not
Why
have
did
done
you
that.
say it was because of the time slot?
That
Why do you
that
have
was
to
just
defend me
another
over
one,
it?
dude. You can have multiple reasons for not wanting to do something. That was just one of them. But the main one was I don't want to be, kicked out for dolls or for Glammy on dolls.
Okay, well, if he came in right now and said, "You're going to TikTok or you're done," what would you do?
I would probably be done. That's what I made clear.
I think that's also bullshit, Sweetie. And I like you, Sweetie. I just call out bullshit when I see it. I don't think you would be done.
I would. That's why I didn't go
on
that day I was supposed to.
I really think
they told me to go on TikTok that day, and I didn't go. And I put in the chat, I said, if I get fired for this, I get fired for this. But I'm staying on my show.
Yeah, but my personal opinion, that the way I feel is that when it comes to this show, the only reason that I think Glammy was gonna come on dolls, and I think you saw that was gonna happen no matter what, probably, and that you would probably go on TikTok, and that's why you targeted Wonder Woman.
I don't know why you think I've targeted Wonder Woman. She just happened to say some shit, and like even Beans agreed. She brought absolutely nothing to dolls. She would just regurgitate whatever Beans said over and over again.
Wonder Woman, if you're watching this, I mean, is Wonder Woman still an intern? Hop on. Like, we want to hear what you have to say. I've been really thinking about
Beans didn't want her here too. It wasn't just me, Ultra.
I know.
We both voted her off the island.
I know,
for
but
a reason.
I know,
honestly,
but the way
doesn't have anything to do with me fighting with. Well, it has to do with her saying that I was a bad parent for saying cunt. That really hurt me. But other than that, her time on dolls was not good. It was not good. You can't say it was, because it wasn't. I mean, fuck, Glammy's done better than Wonder Woman did. And she hasn't even done that well.
I except for the comment, and I think the comment was out of line. I do. But I thought she was good on dolls. And that's not taking anything away from you.
Chat and see if she can come on, please.
But you okay over there, Eric?
Yeah, let's talk to Eric. We don't need to bring any fucking body
Just trying
more
to check on you.
here. I don't know. Should come anyway. Eric, so what your grievances with me were, what again? I forgot.
He said that you're a bigger retard than him, I think.
And that's coming a lot because of, how I am. But you know what? If you're going to start throwing that out against me, I'm just, going to let you know that there's going to be worse shit coming.
I don't know what you mean. But Eric, you've disappointed Keem multiple times to the point where he's had to make full episodes like raising hell at you. I've never been like bitched out by Keem on live for whole episodes. Like pissing off the host, like the freaking boss, is a big deal.
Yes, and
I feel like you have nowhere to like judge me for my indiscretions or whatever when you fucked up so many times and dropped the ball so many times.
I can acknowledge that. However, Keem has given me the chance to make things up. Why do you think I still have an intern role? Well, is it because, I fucked up once and I should never be here again? No, because he still sees potential in me. He still wants to make sure that, I can be as famous as everyone else. Maybe not Keemstar or Boogie levels of famous, but, at least I can still have a name
All right, Eric, I'm gonna switch you out with butt smack
Okay.
if I can do it. Hold on,
Okay, wait.
because I had some questions for butt smack. I wanted her to get to like share with the local community what LGBT stuff means, and like I don't think a lot of people in this community are like aware of certain problems and like the realistic nature of being gay or part of that umbrella in this community. So I was
Okay.
hoping she could enlighten us with some of that.
And I'm gonna let y'all do that. I basically just jumped on because it just kept pinging in different directions, and I was just trying to kind of bring it back to y'all were all over the place.
We really were. I know.
So and
pretty chaotic.
that's all I came up for because it was irritating.
I was in the
So,
chaos. I was in the chaos, like Zay said. I was just trying to make the content flow as best as I could.
Ultra, trust me, I get you. Okay, I say shit, but I got you. Okay, so don't. All right, so I'm gonna say bye, and y'all do y'all's thing, and
Thank you for coming, Angie. You
and
really
if I
helped
have
us
to
out a
pop
lot.
in, I'll pop back in. I'll be watching.
I'm not gonna
but
lie.
y'all
This
can do
topic
this.
is probably gonna take the last 20 or 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Chat, if you really want me to stay for this, I will. But I think I will also be dipping out now just because I am not gonna provide any valuable extras to
I
this
thought
convo.
I thought you would. I thought you were like a professor on
Okay,
this
y'all.
topic.
I'm out. Have a good show.
What? No. Like I said, I'm a straight Muslim male. I grew up that way. But if there's something I don't know because I haven't explored, I have a lot of time to explore.
Oh yeah,
You're a
somebody
young
told me
man.
that.
Yeah.
Someone told me that you were like willing to explore and stuff. But I think that's very valiant of you to like even say.
Not even like just like I don't know because I have a very open mind, and just because I haven't tried something or experienced something doesn't mean that it's not gonna work out. But I still like if someone asks me, I will say I'm straight.
Yeah.
But if they ask me, or like if they were like, "You sure?" I'd have been like, I don't know.
You're like, I got a little curiosity.
My biggest I guess I don't know analogy maybe is Andy from The Office and that one scene where everyone started when Michael started spreading around fake gossip and shit on that one episode, and Andy was like, I don't know, am I gay? That's kind of like the same boat that I'm in. I'm just like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know.
Like Andrew
All
from Big
right.
Mouth, is that what you said?
No, he said Andy from The Office.
Oh.
That one episode where Michael had to keep something secret, so he started spreading around a bunch of fake gossip type shit. So and one of the things was Andy Bernard is gay, and Andy was like, if a man really tried, and he's very attractive, I don't know. And that's kind of the same boat. If Ryan Reynolds came at me,
oh god,
I could resist that shit, bro. And I don't think any male in their right mind
Exactly.
could.
It's like if Hugh Jackman or if Ryan Gosling, exactly.
Ryan Gosling, wow.
But all right, I'm gonna give you guys the rest of the show. CT, I know you have a lot of things you want to air out. Thank you so much for having me. I will probably be on. I don't know. Thank you so much. I don't know what's gonna happen with Test today, guys, because Zay told the whole thing about we're still following the schedule. I thought I was going live at 3. Maybe that's gonna be later tonight. I don't know. Talk to Nightmare and we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for having me on, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
Hey, Ultra.
Community Bloom with $2 says, "Is this the retard battle? Not you, Angie." That was only. I don't know what that means.
The retard battle. Oh boy. No, that was earlier when we had Eric and Michelangelo.
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, I was wanting, I feel like this community, Keemstar does lean towards the right.
Yeah.
And politically. So I feel like a lot of people in this community don't know much about LGBTQ plus problems or anything really. So I thought it'd be fun for you to like get to like tell us what it means.
Oh, I mean, that's such a broad question, you know, like what it means for me is different than what it means for other people, you know. For
Oh, really?
example, like I identify as genderqueer, right? But some people would say that's not even a thing. You know, some people within the LGBTQ community will even deny other parts of the LGBTQ community, you know. There will be gay men invalidating trans men. So it's like it's
Mm.
complicated, you know,
So it's
even
a lot
within
of
the community.
infighting.
Yeah, there's infighting and outfighting. It's because, like, you know, for example, like I said with the gay men, they've fought for so long to get the, you know, what they do have, the freedoms they do have, and then they see somebody they view as just like a woman with a haircut parading in their space as a man, and they're like, no, 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 we fought so long for this, you can't come here. You know,
Oh
it's
gosh, yeah.
like
I didn't know that.
I get where they're coming from, but it's like, no, you got to get to know each individual person's different. Yeah.
But hasn't like genderqueer people like always existed?
In a sense, yeah, that you know, there's like the Native American two spirit. I think Beans brought that up the other day. And then in like ancient Greek cultures and stuff like that, there was so much more sexual and gender freedom. It was really like when Christianity started like taking over that things became very like homophobic.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if there's any other well, I guess Muslims, they don't look too kindly on LGBTQ plus people either. So
Yeah.
the two big religions don't normally care for that. So I bet it is hard.
Oh yeah, especially if you live in like the Bible Belt and you're in the
I do.
LGBTQ community, you have to just kind of just stay in your house and, you know, try to meet other queers online. Are you
Well,
safe?
yeah,
You know.
really. I have a friend. My sister's or one of the my friends she's a sister now, but she was born male
Hmm.
and she transitioned, and I think she left everything intact, but she took hormones and got like plastic surgery done. And
Hmm.
she looks enough like a woman where she can pass, but she told me that she makes like a hell of a lot of money like prostituting because people
That's
around here like they get, I guess, where they're so repressed or something, they're willing to like pay like a lot of money to get to have sex with her. So
yeah.
sometimes it could be a good thing, but if you get around the wrong person, she told me a couple times that she almost got shot and like beat up and all sorts of stuff. So,
That's the thing with sex work in general is it's very dangerous.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've heard of multiple trans women getting their transition money from prostitution.
that's where
So,
she got hers
yeah,
too. Yeah,
because like oftentimes, you know, real jobs won't hire you if you're, you know, trying to transition.
and you're
I
like at the
knew,
beginning and you ain't got no
yeah.
money. Yeah,
I knew a trans woman who, you know, all she had was long hair, but even that, like, her job was like looking at her funny, like, why'd you suddenly grow your hair out, you know? It's like,
and some
she,
jobs like expect men to like have a clean shave and like a
yeah,
haircut a certain way.
yeah,
I hope that the world's like starting to change a little bit better for everybody's sake, but you
it,
know, it's still bad in a lot of places.
at least here in America, it kind of feels like we're taking a few steps back, you know, because we got a lot of rights, and then now they're allowed to fire people for being gay again. Like, why is that okay? I don't know, but that was recently passed. Yeah.
I heard that something like that happened in the UK too at the same time. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so hard for them to like get their rights, like especially since they've been fighting for it for so long. You think that everybody would just be accepting of them, of the LGBTQ, especially like my generation. I feel like we all are like cool with them,
Mhm.
but I feel like it's the older generation that are still hanging on from to that hatred.
Yeah. Well, that, and then also there are like these, you know, conservative, whatever you want to call them, like influencers that are trying to draw the youth into that like toxic mindset by putting it through the influencer lens.
Like
Bigfoot
Andrew
alt
Tate or
is in
someone.
waiting, by the way.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh yeah, he was
Eh.
wanting to come on.
He's awesome.
Hey man, how you been?
Howdy. I am doing. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get this camera on. So it's 4th of July.
America.
America, yeah, integrity.
I
Like
gotta
South Park.
ask, why do you look like a 1970s hooker?
Me?
I mean, this is dolls.
I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to look like a 4th of July doll, but I didn't have any white.
So
She's
you
doing her
decided
best.
to go for
Blue and red.
Streetwalker?
Yes. I don't know. I thought I need to really amp up the makeup since I heard Eric wouldn't be able to do the makeup. So I was like, I'm just going to put on like the heaviest makeup ever to compensate.
Yeah, he scammed. He
That
scammed.
was
He
so
really
totally.
did.
disappointing.
He knew about this for a while too.
Yep, and
Right.
he lives with his mom. He could have gotten at least some foundation.
That's what I
you
told
know.
him to
He
do.
said that his mom didn't have makeup, but even if that's the case, guess what? Run out to the closest store and pick up some makeup.
He
Yeah,
would have made a very pretty girl.
he really would have. I think he would have looked nice. I was wanting us to like be twins and like us both put on the same makeup. But
So both of y'all be streetwalkers?
yes, we'd be walking the streets tonight. Probably get some business on the 4th of
hooker
July.
dolls. Don't judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody
You know how
wants their
dolls
hooker
wear-
doll.
Dolls wear heavy makeup. Even like Barbie, we used to wear heavy makeup back in the 90s. I remember what those dolls looked like.
I've seen some people who purposefully make their dolls look trashy to make them be like a hooker or a stripper or something. It's always funny. So
That
just
is.
slapping the makeup on all rough.
Oh my god. That's a look, you know. That's a look.
I mean, the other look is just to strip the dolly.
Yeah, like a little boy taking all the dolls' clothes off. That's what
No,
my
in
family
general,
did.
that's what kids do when you give them dolls. They're like, "Oh, let me take all the clothes off. Let me undo their hair. Let me make their hair a mess."
I know. I hated when the kids in my family come over because they either cut my doll's hair off or they would take their clothes off, and I wouldn't
Dude.
be able to get them back on right.
If
So
somebody cut my doll's hair, they would be power bombed into the table. I don't give an F.
nah, it is 4th of July, and you know what we should be doing is hooking M80s up to dolls today because it is dolls here. You know, let's
Oh
get
my
some
god,
fireworks going. You know, let's have
That's-
some fun.
that is a really good idea. I've got a doll, but I don't have any fireworks.
I
I was
mean,
gonna
if,
go to
if
watch
you were
them
gonna
tonight.
use some like shitty doll from the dollar store, then pop off.
Let me go get my doll I have. Hold on.
Because my dolls are like worth something, so I would never.
No, understood. How are you today, Butt Smack?
I'm pretty good. I was asked to come on, so I was excited, but there isn't exactly a structured format, so I've been a little confused and just trying to be polite.
Understood. So okay, so now that we've given everybody motion sickness, Sweet Tea, fix your camera, please.
Like, could you imagine?
You're giving everybody motion sickness.
Imagine strapping this to a rocket. All these details. There's no way.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would make a perfect explosion. I mean,
That
I know a
it would
big
definitely catch fire
rocket.
good. Very flammable.
Not saying she's not a pretty girl. I'm just saying it would be great to see it strapped to a rocket going up.
What are you, Sid from Toy Story?
I may have a little Sid in me.
You're probably the little boys that would destroy all their toys.
Yeah, pretty much. So I could put them back together and engineer a bigger, better.
Oh no, I have a weapon on stream. We're gonna get taken down.
Oh
Yeah.
no. That's a paper cutter or a letter opener.
Yeah, it is. It's
Alright.
it's actual metal, but yeah, I don't think you could do much damage with it.
All right. But Smack,
Yes.
I need to ask Sweet Tea a few questions. I want to do an impromptu stream review with her. So
I
if
want to show her
you,
my doll real fast.
oh yeah,
Look at her. I need to brush her hair, but
Oh, it's Claudine.
this is the only
Damn,
doll I
girl.
have.
She needs her hair done.
I know. It's gotten real bad. I'm gonna have to put some oil on it and like brush it out or something. Or conditioner.
I could give you some tips sometime if you want. So
Yeah.
do you want me to pop off so you can interrogate
yeah.
her?
Let me interrogate her.
Okie dokie. Bye.
Bye, girl. Or I'm sorry, them.
So Sweet Tea, first solo stream. How do you think it went?
Mediocre at best, maybe.
All right. And so, as I do with a lot of people, give me 3 things you think succeeded and 3 things quickly off the top of your head where you feel you could have improved.
I wish I would have had like videos or something that we could have talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But since it went into like our grievances, maybe I should have like, I don't know, been more clear about what my grievances were.
Yeah, I think you should have.
Also, maybe I shouldn't have brought so many people on. I think
Well,
that was a mistake. But I thought it was gonna be
yeah.
fun, like a party. But
Well, I think Zay had the right idea. You guys should have been talking about grievances more. You should have been, Eric was staring at main chat, and he talks about, here's a good grievance. He talks about the fact that somebody sees something in him, otherwise he wouldn't still be an intern. A good rebuttal would have been something to the effect of, or somebody felt sorry for you.
yeah, you're right.
So
I wish I didn't drink that beer because I feel a little like ditzy.
actually,
I'm-
you should have been taking more shots. You showed the big bottle of alcohol. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah, definitely. I was thinking that was gonna get drunk on this stream, but everything was like going so fast, and
Mhm.
I really don't think I know how to lead. I think I've always been a follower my whole life, so I don't know. It's so
I
hard
think
to lead.
that's very, very true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it could have been worse though. I mean, we have 400 people watching almost. And
yes, you did maintain your audience, but at the end of the day, we were looking at the train wreck.
yeah, I hope it was a fun train wreck and not like a boring one.
So here's what I see is, Ultra was trying to lead.
Yeah, he's trying to take over, especially at the beginning like that. That really threw me off, and I'm so bad for getting like distracted.
Oh, girl, you are hopeless. You are hopeless
hopeless!
sometimes. Yes.
No.
This was your first solo stream, okay? And yes, you wanted to do Eric's makeup, but you always have to have a backup plan. Girl, I'm telling you, you want this, show you want it, show the passion.
The backup plan was going to be me and Butt Smack talking about LGBTQ plus issues because I thought that would be fun. But I see that people might, yeah, it couldn't have
It's not a
lasted the whole
show.
episode. Yeah, you're right. God, I was gonna ask Eric about like his Legos and all of that stuff, but he didn't seem like he wanted to answer it, or his answers were like weird. Like I wasn't able to follow.
I mean, I'm just saying, you could have thrown out more accusations. It would have been more fun. Get everybody riled up. This is the LCU.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to, especially like against Mike. Whenever I was on Dolls with Glammy and Beans totally flip flopped on saying that their show was like successful and like, look, they're number one. Because the day before she said that, oh, their show is only number one because it's the first of the month. They've fallen off and they know it. And she like totally flip flopped on that shit just to make me look stupid. And
But
like
it got
defend
views.
Mike. Yeah. That pissed me off a lot. And Glammy like trying to defend Mike, it just looked silly. And like she didn't really have anything to say. She was just like, well, I think that you said this or that, but I'm not sure.
But here's the thing. I'll tell you quite honestly. If I had it, even in the real business world, if I had lined you up to come in for a job and you totally flaked, which is your common point, you tend to come up with excuses, and you flake. Guess what? I ain't calling you, and I'm gonna call your ass out. Okay? The shit about Xylee, you trying to roast her? Again, it's the same shit. She has cleared it over and over. She did a 3-hour expose and you didn't want to even address it.
Well,
I need more effort out of you.
I had every single timestamp for everything that she had talked about, and like I truly could not get anything from it. Like I literally had all the timestamps laid out. I had things written down of like what she said, and like I've been defending myself against that shit for so freaking long, and I feel like I really did a good job on it on live, especially with the Billy stuff. I feel like it got buried during the Billy stuff, so why even talk about it anymore? Especially when he apologized to me in a DM and on camera about like rushing into judgment and airing it out and all that. Like you said, like, I really am sorry. Moving on, I will give you the benefit of the doubt and things. That was his last thing he ever said to me. So I feel like that's done and over with. I don't want to start anything with Billy. And like I don't even want to start anything with Xylee really, because I feel like that's dead in the water as well.
Okay.
It's been tough, and like I had extreme
here's
feelings.
what I want you to do. I want you to roast every single person that has come up. You've got 7 minutes left. I want you to, I'm going to give you the name of your co-hosts today, and I want a good roast of each of them. So let's start with Eric.
Eric just got on here and didn't even freaking try, I feel like. He just let Ultra walk all over him. And you know, he says that if he wasn't that he was an intern or whatever, so that means that people see something in him. That doesn't mean shit, dude. You know, just because you're an intern, that doesn't mean that they see anything in you. Keemstar doesn't really fire anybody unless they really do something bad. He'll just let you stay an intern for the rest of your freaking life if that's what you want to do. As long as you don't, like, go crazy. It's nothing special that you're an intern, Eric.
All right, now go with Ultra.
Ultra tried to come in here and run the show like he does with Nightmare. And honestly, I thought he did work good with Nightmare, but I think that he is somebody that can just be walked all over, and he doesn't even realize that people are walking all over him. And I don't know, but I think he might be a joke, and that nobody's ever going to give him a job.
Do you think he's content?
I think he's pop-in content. I don't think he's host content.
Okay. What about Butt Smack?
God, she's done so much for us. Roaster. Okay. Jesus, I don't know. Butt Smack, what about her? Or I like that she doesn't expect everybody to be PC and everything. But it's hard for other people to understand where she's coming from, and that's why I wanted her to explain like everything to everybody today, because she's just so different, and different people are weird sometimes. But I wanted to get to know her better so that everybody could, or them better. I can't say anything else about her or them. I like them.
All right. Well,
Maybe them could dress up better when they get on camera, or actually went to an audition if they want to be on a show like they say they do. That's a good one.
all right. Well, I think we're losing everybody. You need to wrap up, so I'm going to jump off. So, at this point, we need sweet tea or twisted tea to go. I think you need. Never mind. I'm not even gonna give you my thoughts.
You're a jerk.
I am, but that's why I am where I am in the world. I will say though that today, for 4th of July, you could have done so much better. You could have done some great content. And, I think
I had to drag him out. He was being boring, and he wouldn't get to his freaking point. This is my first stream, and I didn't even get to run the OBS or anything, so I did the best I could.
Show to take the reins, huh, there, sweetie?
Yeah, I felt.
I was waiting for the moment you were gonna do it.
Jeez, man. People were saying in the thing to do it, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know. I wanted to see if he was going to say anything better, but...
Okay, so in these last 4 minutes, I want to ask you, how do you feel about how your show went today? Do you feel happy with how it went? Do you have issues with how it went? I want your opinion.
I think that, it was probably entertaining in a, like, bullshit, just fool around kind of way. I don't think it was as good as like a regular show that everybody else does. And it was my first show, and I feel like I definitely should have took the reins a little bit more. But I wanted to see if the other people could, like, do something great. And that's another reason I wanted to do the show, was to give them a chance to shine too.
And I respect you for that. But I think there was like a moment during the stream, right, where I was watching, and I think a lot of other people felt like this moment where it felt like it was no longer like a doll stream, and that this was just like the intern show, because there was no like sense of leadership until like Angie came in, really, and she was like, let's get this conversation back on track. And I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, because like it's your first time, you trying to be the lead host, it comes in time. But as long as you can acknowledge, like, where you feel like you messed up and what you feel like you did do good on today, what did you feel you did good on today?
God, me talking, telling my grievances with Angie's guidance, I felt I did good there. I feel like all of us did good when Angie was there guiding us. Mm-hmm. I think that might have been the best part. I don't know. I've been so stressed out about this and everything, and I really did want everybody to get to like show their personality. That's what I was wanting to plan the show around, like, kind of. Mm-hmm. But it did go off the rails a lot.
Hey, it happens. Not every show is gonna go exactly the way you plan it, and that's why I say sometimes that shows that are less planned are sometimes better, because then when things do go off the rails, like happen, then you're not like, like I missed out on the content I wanted to do. But if there is stuff that you did want to do today that you still didn't get to do, there's still time. There'll be other shows. We'll make sure that this Eric makeover happens at some point, because we're not just going to scam these people out of this.
Well, that's what Eric's known for, is scamming the people out of stuff, so I don't know.
Where was this when you were airing out your grievances?
I don't know if it was because Ultra was there. He made me nervous. I don't know why. But yeah, he did.
He is a very big personality when he's on a screen.
He is. Dude, yeah, there's no way in hell Eric's mom didn't have some eyeliner. There's no freaking way in hell she didn't have some eyeliner.
She's calling your ass out, Eric. So shit. Well,
every woman has eyeliner.
officially the last minute of the show, I have to do a weird little thingy to switcheroony this over, so there'll be like a second before I go live over on Nerds, you guys. But I
Okay.
don't know if there's a redirect also. There's no clarity on that if there's a redirect, so there's a really good chance that you won't even be redirected over to Nerds. So if you're watching Dolls right now and you want to go check out Nerds, the link is posted in announcements on the Discord. Or you can go to Locale Nerd and click on the most recent live stream. I'm gonna get heading over there now. Anything you want to say to the people, Sweetie?
I hope that you guys give me a chance moving forward, and at least see that I tried to do a stream. And I'm just happy that you guys were here and watching me. Like, for real, it means the world to me. And I hope you guys have fun watching Nerds.
Thank you, Sweetie. Alrighty, you guys, go make sure you tune into Nerds.